Okay, we are live as far as I know. Um, we had a bit of trouble getting things started the last time on this old YouTube machine. It looks like everything is good. The I can actually see it, which is a good thing. That's a very good thing. And okay, so potential snafus have been have been skirted this time, so that's all good. Thank you and welcome to the Chaos120 group channel. We are here with another interview. This time we are welcoming to the stage the one and only, the great deity himself, Sir Wolfie. How are you doing?
I'm doing great as ever. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. It's a welcome return to this format. It's a welcome return to this particular show. I've been doing a lot of working lately, and so I haven't had as much time to actually devote to this kind of thing. And I was afraid that I wouldn't get an interview done in June, which would be kind of sad. But luckily, I was able to get a hold of you and get things done here, and here we are. So, Sir Wolfie, we've known each other for a little while here, and we've met through mutual friends and whatnot, and so you have become probably one of the most regular guests on the Chaos 120 show. Through its various nights and hosts and whatnot, and we certainly do enjoy your presence there because you are a very interesting guy, and you always have really great input as far as what's going on, and it's always good to talk to you, man. But
Except when I look dumbfounded with my jaw hanging open and everybody else is discussing.
true. Hey, I'm there. I have my moments as well. There are just some topics where I don't feel that I can add much to the conversation. So I just kind of sit quietly by and wait for the subject to change. Anyhow, so for those of you who are not familiar with Sir Wolfie, about how long have you been doing this YouTube gig?
Uh, Almost a year.
Almost a year. Awesome.
I'm not growing as fast as some people, but I'm not as popular or how should I say centric as other people.
Well, the first year and a half of my channel, I only had 8 subscribers. It was largely because I didn't talk to anybody, and that changed as soon as I started really socializing with my fellow content creators. And you certainly have done pretty well for yourself, given that you know who you know, and people generally, I think. Anytime that Sir Wolfie is on, we do get a little bump in our viewership, and that's always cool. So, what brought you to YouTube?
To be honest with you, I was watching Dire Wolf, and then I started watching other things, and I'm sitting here like, there's a bunch of stupid people. That's one thing I really don't like is a bunch of stupid people.
Yeah, yeah. It's certainly a lot easier to deal with people when they're not on an intellectual level that it doesn't seem to be producing much brain power. Um, that's that's certainly one of the reasons I got into the gig myself. I just saw so many of these SJWs just making the most outrageous claims, and I'm probably the same thing with you. Um, so what are the most, like, what are the most favorite of your topics to talk about? What is seems to be the emphasis of your content?
Well, everybody's favorite, of course, Riley J. Dennis's Adam's apple, who might poke out people's eyes, but I, g- I live in Kentucky, and the only problems we have here in Kentucky are people like, for instance, BLM,
Mm-hmm.
um, asking for reparations for white people who give up houses. And I'm the type of person, no, get a job, earn it yourself, just like everybody else.
Yeah. Get
But
get in line and earn your keep.
right, and but other than that, I'm not racist. I really don't care what people do. I just don't like being controlled on how to think.
Exactly. It's I don't think it's unreasonable to expect that people actually work for what they have. I don't think it's unreasonable at all, and there are some people out there who feel that the world owes them a living, and well, that's just not true. That's a very misguided way of thinking, and certainly something that has been reinforced with a lot of the popular culture and certainly the level of propaganda that you see that is prevalent in a lot of these communities, and it does a disservice, and it's counterproductive in
Right.
raising adults. It raises grown children, and we see them quite a lot. But for those for those that want, of course, for those that want a future, it's hard to get when all you ever hear is that it's somebody else's fault that you're in the position that you are in, and that there's nothing that you can do, and you have to be dependent on a certain political party to be your savior. Anyhow, that's going off a little tangent there. So let me
I always like your tangents. They're very informative.
well, this interview's about you, man, and I don't want it to be about me. Um,
It's all good.
so over the next maybe 5 or 6 months, this is a question that I ask everybody. Over the next 5 or 6 months, I know that you're kind of returning to the game as far as YouTube goes. Where do you see your channel 6 months from now?
Well, 6 months from now, if I can ever keep a job without being pulled out. I actually plan on trying to bring the Wolf God, not me as the character behind the person, but the Wolf God itself, to bring into more of a live action type show.
Awesome.
Um, like, you know me, I like comedy. I'm gonna make things funny. I'm still gonna do the debunking stuff that I do, but I'm also, as you know, I'll try to add shows to it, like the stories for Wolfie, the purpose for Wolfie, and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't always be serious. You got to have some fun every now and again.
Like one show, when Wolfie first comes out in real open, he's not gonna have his full powers.
Right.
He's gonna try to do a magical orb, and it's gonna end up being like an earth ball.
Awesome. Now, for those that are unfamiliar with the awesomeness that is the wolf deity of the internet, familiarize our audience with the the enormity which is Sir Wolfie.
Well, a wolf god is actually a trans-dimensional deity. He is from a different dimension and different planet. He came he came to Earth in the past to visit. That's why there's like other wolf deities and stuff like that. But um, somebody imprisoned him in the internet, so he could not do any well, let's just say, kind of harm.
I see.
Um, but yeah, he's in prison in the internet. He's trying to get out.
So it's kind of like I don't know. There used to be this show called what was it? Um,
Dexter can't hear me, by the way.
that you know what? We've had some problems with audio in the past, and I don't know if it's an OBS problem or if it's a Discord problem. I have turned his volume up on Discord to 200%, so I don't know if that's exactly what the problem is as far as his audio goes. Let me try to, let's see, output audio. Let's see. Okay, say something, Sir Wolfie, and Thexar. Can you tell me if it's any better?
I'm here.
Let's give him a few seconds to respond.
Can you hear me now?
Does he sound any louder? Does he sound any better? Much better. Excellent, excellent. Okay, okay. So I did some adjustments with the output volume.
Thexor is.
What's
I'll
that?
let you know about Thexor. He's one of the immortal bearded ones, like Beard Barbarian.
Excellent.
Um,
Welcome to have him in the
he's
chat.
He's an excellent content creator and a very good friend. So,
Well, you're very welcome in the chat, my friend. Thank you very much for joining us and watching this wonderful interview with Sir Wolfie. Let's see. We kind of interrupted you with your the story there as far as the legend, the mystique, I can't think of another word, but something a descriptive term for the excellence, which is Sir Wolfie. And I think I was trying to sort of. There was a television show that was on like Cartoon Network or Comedy Central, and there's this guy named Gemberling. Was this guy that was trapped in the internet, and he was trying to get out. And I was trying to draw a parallel there, but I forgot what the show was, so I kind of screwed that up anyway.
yeah, and this is actually all. I've never seen that show. I don't even know what you're talking about. But this is actually all out of my own imagination. So
Yeah. Well, that's something that I've found to be very, very awesome is that everybody brings something new. Everybody brings something fresh. Everybody brings something very much unique to them, to their to the persona that they have on the internet. Whether it's closer to in real life, or it's something that is just completely a construct of what they've created from their own from their own personality, their own passions, their own imaginations. That's always been fun. I think that's one of the most fun things about what we do here. So far, what has been your best experiences as far as streaming goes?
oh, well, I don't actually stream much, so I do mainly recorded shows. But the only people I really stream with is Minions of the Zoo and you guys.
Okay.
So, and you guys have actually become quite a family to me. So.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Anything else to say about that is, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. It certainly it's always good to have you on the show, and I think you're probably one of our favorite guests, and I think it's just a relationship that has been mutually beneficial as far as that goes. Um, are there any other streaming groups that you would like to, or other content creators that you would most like to stream with in the future?
I like doing Easter eggs at the end of the shows. I usually do an Easter egg after every credit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I did one with the beard bearing. I like doing things like that with other creators because it shows we can work together and we know how to work cross network.
Yeah.
So,
I just got a new sub. Thexor, thank you very very much. Welcome to the Chaos120 group subscriber base. You're very welcome, and enjoy your stay.
you should get him on sometime. He gets the crowd riled.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, he's let's see. We'll try to. I guess I don't know if I have him on Twitter as far as a follower, but I'll look him up and get that done. Okay, so so you like to contribute to the content of other content creators. Who has been your content creator that you have had the most fun and the most enjoyment working with?
Well, Dire Wolf, I got to play a voice of one of his agents, so that was actually quite fun. And he made it into a white wolf just for the show.
Yeah.
Barbarian was I drove him kind of nuts in the Easter egg, and that was actually also quite fun. But that's all I've done so far. I'm willing to do more if anybody wants help. I've had other content creators like Lady Thorn
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of other content creators do voices for me in my story. Well, more like moaning for me in my story, but and those kind of things are fun to me. I like working with people.
Yeah. Yeah, I've my working with people has been kind of limited at present, but I'm always open to working with other content creators to help them spruce up their stuff. And I'm curious, your avatar art. Who did that for you, and how did that come about?
Um, I actually started out with just a white wolf and a fedora when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
Just the head of a white wolf with a fedora, and it was a clip art. So, and it grew into somebody, and somebody goes, "Hey, I like your content. Can I draw your stuff?" His name is Railgun Shark.
Okay.
Really good artist, and he drew me this, and I've kept it ever since.
Yeah, I noticed when I was looking for a thumbnail to include in the Chaos120 interviews thumbnail, I found a few different variations of this on there, and there's a few different poses. And this is not the one that you currently use for your Discord avatar, but this I kind of liked the way this one looked. You're looking forward at the at the audience. So that's the one that I wanted to incorporate in this one. But I like that there are people out there that are willing to take the time to create stuff for content creators, such as their avatars, for their for their channels. It's a good way of using their artistic talent to kind of sort of help the cause, help people that would otherwise not have either the ability or the time or the tools to create them themselves. The first time that I saw that kind of in action was the Teal Deer channel, because all of his fans contribute art to his channel. So I really like I like your wolf thing. I think it works really well, and I think it really helps translate the mystique of the charisma of the Sir Wolfie character, and certainly yourself through the art itself.
I tend to agree.
Yeah, it
Little clues about the Wolf character, though, is Sir Wolfie was actually created by a nickname given to me by my own girl.
okay.
So, and a fedora I've actually worn since I was 15. So.
Some can pull off the look, some can't, and I see a lot. I see a lot of these guys at the coffee shops and stuff, sporting the hats, and it's like, yeah, you just don't look good wearing the hat, just like a baseball cap or nothing. So I have a number of curiosities, and the first one is, other than Riley Dennis, who out there, who is currently really begging to be in your crosshairs? Who do you really want to critique? Who's got you chomping at the bit?
Right now, I'm still looking because I just recently came back, so I'm still hunting. I'm trying to figure out who would be the best person to make fun of.
There's a lot out there, and the mistake that I think a lot of content creators on the anti-SJW side, or whatever you want to call it, they've made the mistake that we've won, and somehow that there's nothing left to do. So you might as well critique each other, or just not do anything, or leave it to the next generation or stuff. But here's the thing: they're kind of like the ones that have already fallen on the SJW side. They're kind of like the weak bacteria that have been already killed by the medicine. But there's going to be stronger ones later on, and those are going to be the more interesting targets, in my opinion, because they're going to fight a little harder than the last bunch did. So it's going to be a little more interesting, and I'm sure there's going to be some that will catch your eye. Some that are.
I'm actually looking for something that nobody has done. Like Thexor said, there's a lot of crazies out there. Don't just stick to one subject.
Yeah. Or else you'll become like Christy Winters, and all she cares about is attacking Bering and trying to get him deplatformed. Some sort of obsession. Yeah, you gotta.
I wish somebody would attack me like that. That'd make me more famous.
Yeah. There's Thexor makes a good point. There's flat earthers, there's anti-vaxxers, New Agers, there's hollow earthers. You forgot. You can go after
hollow earthers. I actually did a flat earther one with our favorite chicken choker, Messiah of Keck.
There you go. The chicken choker. I like that one. So you're currently in the market for a new target, and I certainly wish you luck. I certainly hope you find somebody that is worthy of your time and your talent.
Well, my next show, I'm actually not gonna attack anybody. It's gonna bring forth another character who actually does gaming streams, but he has a whole stick with him. His name is Optimus Christ, and he's a prophet for a god known as Doug.
I'll be praises to Doug. I was watching a Thor Ragnarok today, and there was the Doug character that fought the Hulk previously and didn't quite make it. So I this is probably not the same Doug. No, this Doug would prevail.
Yeah, I know it's his shtick and it's funny, and he's gonna interrupt my little party that I'm gonna be having, so that way people have a laugh.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, this is what I like about This is what I like about YouTube. This is what I like about the internet. You get so many. You get such a variety of personalities, and it doesn't get old. It doesn't get stale because there's always somebody new. There's always something fresh and interesting, and there's always somebody that arrives to share who they are, and that's what I one of the most fruitful things that I found with the whole YouTube experience. Insofar as what do you think we could be doing better as a quote unquote community? What do you think has been the where have we been falling short?
Basically, stop attacking each other. We all have our own opinions. Opinions don't really matter. As long as we're fighting for the same cause, who gives a care?
Yeah. In 2016, we were pretty well galvanized because we had the SJWs that were trying to claim victory before the fat lady sings. Yeah. But since then it's certainly become a little hairier out there because it's where in my opinion we're resting on our laurels, and we shouldn't do that because we should never. I used to be one of these kind of SJW types way back in the day, and I know how these people. I know their ability to regroup after being knocked down. So it seems to me that, it looks like you agree with me. It seems to me that the time that we spend attacking each other is not time well spent.
Exactly.
So what you would change is certainly a refocusing on what is important.
Say again.
So you're in your opinion, just a summary of your thoughts there is that refocusing on what is important.
What is important to me is actual American values. We all have opinions. This is a place of freedom of speech, not a place of yeah, people fight, but it doesn't have to get physical. Fight with words, not with your fist. Let the soldiers fight with their fists when it's necessary, but you don't need to do that here.
Exactly. Well, we're about out of time here. Is there any other final thoughts that you would like to impart to the audience here?
I apologize for that. I seem to be getting short in my headphones.
Oh, okay. So, are there any other little final thoughts that you would like to impart to the audience here?
No matter what you do, you need to know you need to have fun with it. It doesn't really matter about other people's opinions as long as you have fun with it, because life is what you need, not anybody else.
Exactly. And Thexor says, "Send all the bunnies to @Sir Wolfie," and we shall do that, and we shall do that. Thank you for being my guest. Thank you very much for being my guest.
Actually, I do have a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
I was wondering if I could do a honorary chaos stream on my show.
We could do that. We could arrange that. In fact, we're jumbling things around at the moment, and it's going to be one of those weird areas where we have a lot of guest hosts. We've had Foster the other last night. He was the guest host for Wednesday because we have hosts that are moving to different nights because their schedules have changed and so on and so forth. So that is certainly doable, and we'll get that arranged here in the next couple of days. Anyhow,
All right.
check the description for his YouTube channel and his Twitter. If you're not subbed and you don't follow him on either, please do so. This is, of course...
Which reminds me, I have to get back on Twitter.
You have to get back on Twitter. I am, of course, the next 6 minutes, and my stuff is also in the description. But I want you to go and follow and sub to Sir Wolfie here. Thank you, Sir Wolfie, again for being my guest on the Chaos120 group interview show here. Thank you to everybody in chat. We had a great day. This was a great interview, and thank you all, and we will all see you again next time.